Alright, new lesson for today is about special solutions. So far everything that we've seen so far has had one solution. So where only one value works for x. So what we've seen in this one before is, for example, if I have 6x plus 4 equals 4x plus 10, and you would have subtracted the 4x from both sides. So you get 2x plus 4 equals, those cancel out 10. Subtract the 4. 2x equals 6. So x equals 3. There's only one answer that actually works here. That's not the only situation that can actually happen, though. We can also have two other things happen. We can have a no solution situation or an infinite solution / identity situation. So in no solution, there is no number that works. So there's nothing that you can do to actually solve for x here. There's nothing that's going to end up working. So for example, if I have this situation, I drop a line down. I look at my x's, they're the same. So I'm going to just subtract this one. But by doing that, they cancel out. I'm left with 35. They cancel out. I'm left with negative 10. 35 is not equal to negative 10. So when you get an untrue statement like that, there is what we call no solution. It's not possible to actually get something. In the infinite solutions, it actually means that any number will work for x. So here's how that actually happens. Let's do 2 times x plus 4 equals 2x plus 8. So if I distribute, I'm going to get 2x plus 8 equals 2x plus 8. Notice how they're the same on both sides. If I subtract 2x from both sides, I get 8 equals 8, which is still the same thing on both sides. So they're actually equal to each other. So when you get that situation, your x's cancel out and all you have left are equals true statement where you have a number equals a number. You're talking about an infinite solutions or identity situation. So we're going to go down through these 3 examples down here and figure out which ones actually work. So in here, like I said, still stick to the other day. Smaller x value is what we're going to move. So I'm going to subtract 3x. And I'm going to get 4 equals 2x minus 10. Armadillo. So 14 equals 2x. Divide by 2, I get 7 equals x. So that's a one solution situation. And that's what we're most used to happening, and that's going to keep happening most of the time because most of the problems we encounter are going to have one solution. Over here, example number 2. This right side. Negative 3m plus a 12m are going to combine. That's going to give me 9m plus 5 equals 9m minus 4. My m values are the same, so I'm just going to subtract 9m. Doesn't matter which one I do, so I'm going to get negative 4 equals 5. That is not true because they're different numbers. Because it's not true, this is called a no solution. Last example on this page, distribute here. So I'm going to get 10x plus 6, and over here, plus 12. Oops, Mrs. Grabner. And a 10x plus 12 here. Notice how they're the same thing. That's going to tell me right off the bat that I have an identity or infinite solutions. And you're welcome to write down either one of those. ID is fine too. Okay? Take a minute. I'm going to have you look at these 4 examples. Come back here and check your work. Alright, so here are those 4. In the first one you get negative 4 equals x. So this is a one solution. Up here, I found out that these turned out to be the same after I distributed and combined like terms over here, so that's an identity. And in number 8, I found out that 32 equals 12, which is not true, so that's a no solution. And lastly, in example 7, 10 equals negative 20, which is not true, so that's also no solution then. Down here at the bottom, one more application for you. It takes a graphic designer 1.5 hours to make one page on a website. Using a new software, the designer can complete a page in 1.25 hours, but it will take 8 hours to learn. How many pages would the designer have to make to save time using the software? So here it's just going to take the designer 1.5x, but down here, this one is going to be 1.25x, but 8 hours to learn the new software. So we're going to just go ahead and set these equal. We're basically trying to figure out how many hours is it going to take to make up that learning curve. So minus 1.25x. So I'm going to get 0.25x equals 8. Divide by 0.25. So x is going to be 32 web pages. So once the designer makes more than 32 web pages, they will have made up for that time. So they're actually going to be saving time then.